career paths are available in tech and how you can leverage tech, to build the kind of life you want and how you can help yourself moving forward, right? So before we go into class fully, I want to ask a few questions and I want you to let me know in the chat. I want you to let me know in the chats. First of all, you're going to introduce yourselves, right? I almost skipped that. Please help me. You introduce yourself, what your name is, where you're joining from, and what you do currently. So basically, you tell us what your name is. For example, my name is Mercy. I'm joining from Lagos, Nigeria, and I'm currently a business analyst. All right, so you're just going to tell me in the chats what your name is, where you're joining from, and what you do currently. Let's get it started. Daniel, Dio, Erlin, Samuel, Temitope, Teslim. Okay, so what is your name? Where are you joining from, and what do you do currently? Let me drop my chat since nobody wants to be the icebreaker. Mercy from Lagos. Guys, I'm waiting on you. Okay, lovely. So Teslim says it's from Lagos, Nigeria, a telecom transmission engineer. Amazing, amazing. Nice to meet you, Teslim. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Who else is there, guys? Daniel from Lagos, content creator. Nice to meet you, Daniel. Nice to meet you, Daniel. Temitope, a risk professional. Amazing. Risk professional. What does that mean? Can you give me more insight into what you do? I've heard of risk analyst though, right? So are there other career paths in risk management? Amazing. So good to meet all of you. Sam from Lagos, business analyst. Hi, Sam. Nice to meet you. You're welcome. Dio from Ibadan, photographer, cinematographer, and a video editor. Amazing. Nice to meet you, Dio. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. So let's just go straight into it. All right. So like I said earlier, if you have friends that you feel like they should be in this session, please reach out to them. All right. So they still have access to join within the next few minutes. They still have access to join within the next few minutes. So you can send them the link directly, so that they can be a part of this session. So quick questions, right? Which one of these is priority to you? Which one of these is priority to you? I have 6 things listed here. Okay, so some of us at the beginning of the year, this is currently May 22nd. And some of us at the beginning of the year, we made New Year resolutions and said, oh, this year I want to go into tech, I want to earn in dollars, I want to have more time for myself, I want to pursue my passion beyond just working for someone, Some of us made those goals at the beginning of the year, and this is currently May 22nd. Okay, so which one of these out of everything I listed here, which one of these is priority to you? Is that you want to be able to work from home, or you want a significant increase in your income in 2026, or you just want to have more time for your family? Maybe you're a family person, a nursing mother, or you have kids, you just want to spend more time with your family. For instance, there are people that actually work 9 to 5 here, and your 9 to 5 is actually not 9 to 5, and it's like 7 to 7 7 to 7 or 7 to 9. All right, so you're like up in the morning, very early in the morning, and you come back home late at night. Okay, so if your plan, if what is priority to you is to spend more time with your family. Daniel says, I want to be able to work from home. Amazing, amazing. Okay. So many of us actually want to be able to work from home. Some of us want significant increase in our income. Someone says he wants increase in his income in 2026. Okay. So for some of us, we want to leave our current job for a better one. All right. And that is why you decided to join this webinar. When you saw the topic, you're like, okay, this is actually something I want to learn from. All right. So for some of us, is that you want to have freedom with time in 2026. I already gave an instance of someone that works a 9 to 5, but the 9 to 5 is actually like 6 to 9. All right. So the person is up very early, but gets home late in the night. Teslim says that he wants to leave his current job for a better one. Amazing. Okay. So that is why we are here. Some of us are tired of waiting for a pay increase. The organization has promised you, oh, we're going to do something about it. We're going to increase your pay every quarter. But 2 years down the line, 3 years down the line, nothing has happened. All right. Nothing has happened. So that is why you decided to join this webinar. Okay. So if this is you right now, cost of living is crushing your income, you have income instability. Today you're earning this amount, next tomorrow is this amount, and Nigeria is Nigeria. Okay, for those of us in Nigeria, I think most of us are currently in Nigeria. All right. So there's also this stagnation and economic pressure that keeps rising by the day. All right, what we bought for 200,000 naira yesterday is no longer 200,000 naira today. Okay. For some of us, is that we are busy, but we're not making progress. You're busy, but you're not making progress. So every day you wake up, by the end of the day, you're tired, but after several years, it looks like you're not making significant progress. And then there's also the part where AI is creating a new class divide. All right. AI is creating a new class divide. How many of us are scared of AI? Let me know in the chat. Are you scared of AI? Guys, have you heard what AI can do? Have you seen what AI can do? And just like, this is a lot. Have you seen what AI can do? Have you heard what AI can do? Guys, Temitope, David, Daniel, Matilda, let me know. How many of us are scared? You've heard of things AI can do, and just like, oh my God. For the video editor here, I think I have a video editor. That's Dio. Okay, have you seen some AI videos that look so realistic? Feels like an human being did it, right? Feels like a real life scenario where they shot the video, they edited it, and all of that. Whereas everything is AI. Have you seen something like that before? All right. So it's possible for you to feel like AI is about to take over. Okay. Daya says, yes, he has seen something like that, but he's not scared. Yes, this is not to scare you. All right. The goal of this webinar is not to scare you or make you perturbed. It's just to make you understand that AI is making, is creating something different in our world right now. Okay. Our world 5 years ago is different from our world right now because of what AI can do and how we can leverage AI. Okay, so if you're hearing about us for the first time, you're welcome. This is Analytics Business. Maybe you saw our flyer, you saw us on Instagram, or you heard of us from a friend and just like, okay, let me join their webinar. This is Analytics Business. If you've not heard of us before, okay, we are an e-learning platform. Okay, so what we do is train. Primarily train people on how to leverage AI in different industries. So I'm talking video creation, I'm talking business analysis, I'm talking data analysis, I'm talking vibe coding, AI automation. So primarily we train people across board, end to end, ensuring that they are, market ready. All right. So that is what we do at Analytics Business. All right. So if you're hearing about Analytics Business for the first time, you already have an idea of what we do right now. By the way, there's a link in the chat, okay? There's a link in the chat. It's the attendance, all right? So if you want the recording of this session and my material, of course, we're still going deeper into what I have for you tonight. So if you want the material and you want the recording, I think you should, okay? So fill in the attendance so that you can have access to all the resources I'm going to be using in this webinar, okay? Fill in the attendance so that you can have access to all the resources I'll be using in this webinar. Okay, so is this pretty lady that's been talking to you for the last couple of minutes? Hi, everyone again. My name is Mercy. All right, my name is Mercy Alabi. I'm a business analyst. I also double as a project manager. All right, so I have close to a decade experience, professional experience actually, and I've been a business analyst for close to half a decade, more than half a decade actually. Right, so basically what do I do as a business analyst? I help businesses solve their problem, because every business have problems, same as humans. That's what I tell people. We all have problems. When you wake up in the morning, you're like, what am I going to eat? Yeah, that's a problem you're trying to solve. So every business have problems they're trying to solve. So what do? I help them section the problem and understand how we can solve those problems. Okay, so that's what I do as a professional. I also work as a project manager, by the way. So yeah, it's good to meet you guys again. All right. So at the end of today's webinar, what are you going to be getting? You're going to learn how to leverage AI, right? How to leverage AI tools for insights. You're going to understand how to climb up the corporate ladder in tech. Okay. You're going to learn how to climb up the corporate ladder in tech. All right. How to even get into tech, how to position yourself for success in the AI job market. All right. And you're also going to have an understanding of how to get started in your tech journey. How many of us are excited for tonight's webinar? How many of us are excited? If you're excited, let me know. Drop it in the chats, send your emojis. Amazing. Thank you, Temitope. So there is something called certificate inflation crisis, okay? There's something called certificate inflation crisis. Hi, Teslim. We won't be taking questions now, but you can drop it in the chat. There'll be a time for questions, all right? So 70% of hiring managers now require project evidence. There's something called certificate inflation crisis. So people no longer hire because of your certification, especially for those of us that already, they have a good amount of certifications. People no longer hire because of certifications alone. Okay, so what most people do right now is that they want to see what you've done. All right, they want to see your portfolio, they want to see the kind of jobs you've worked on, kind of projects you've worked on. Okay, so they would rather hire someone that has proof than hiring someone that has certificates. All right, badges proof you watch the videos, but portfolio proof you solved the problem. Okay, and that's something that we're very big on at analytics business. Now, there's so many career paths when it comes to moving into tech. All right, so there are some of them I've already outlined here. So if you're a teacher, you're a banker, receptionist, finance, you work in finance, all right, you're an engineer, warehouse keeper, clerk, lecturer, lawyer, doctor, name it. Okay, if you are in any of these category, you can always move into tech. Okay, now we are not here to just tell you, oh, you can move into tech. We are here to show you how you can move into tech, okay, and how you can leverage AI in tech. For my business analyst, I think someone mentioned that as a business analyst. That should be Samuel. Yes, Samuel from Lagos. So for my business analysts, okay, how can you benefit from this? Yes, you're already a business analyst, but do you know how to leverage AI in your field? instead of gathering requirements for 3 days, 7 weeks, how about you leverage AI in doing that? Instead of reading your process map for 2 days, how about you do it in 30 minutes, leveraging AI? Okay, so these are some of the things that we train about. So even if you're a novice, complete novice when it comes to anything AI or tech, all right, we teach our courses to be beginner friendly. So even if you have no idea what these things are, our courses are beginner friendly. You guys heard some testimonials, all right, from some of our past students. There was someone that said that, oh, for those of us that joined late, you might not have an idea what I'm saying, but you can go on YouTube. And search analytics business. You see some videos from our past students, okay? So that particular person was saying that, oh, he never thought that he would ever work in tech. That's how beginner friendly our courses are. So even if you're an engineer and have no idea what AI automation is, or what business analysis is, project management is, even if you have no idea what HR analytics is, okay, you can come into one of our courses and then we'll teach you from the scratch. All right, we'll teach you from the scratch. Now, in 2026, I've already established that people hire more from project portfolios rather than with certifications. All right, there's already a shift. This has happened a while ago, but some people would rather, say, oh, I want the certificate, beyond even building. And one of the things we do at analytics business is to ensure that you work on case studies. For each class, you work on case studies. Okay, you work on case studies. All right. And what differentiates us from every other course you see outside or online is that, one, we don't solely deal with pre-recorded videos. Okay, we don't solely deal with pre-recorded videos. Just the same way we are having a call right now. I'm talking to you, you're responding. That is how our classes are. Our classes are live, and you get to have a connection with your instructor. You get one-on-one mentorship, which is not something that you would get from certain organizations. And when I say organizations, I mean people that that sell courses online, Coursera, Udemy, and all of that. You don't have instructor access, okay? But at analytics business, you have access to your instructor for life, actually. Interesting, but yeah, it's for life. So even when you're done with your course, when you're done with your cohort, you still have access to your instructor, okay? I'll give more context to that very soon, all right? So for courses out there, you don't get mentorship, but with analytics business, you get mentorship, no career support. There's generative PDF certificates, generic rather, PDF certificates, and then you're on your own after taking those courses. Okay, and that is why we have come with solutions to your problem. That's why I've come with solutions to your problem. Okay. Now, first, I've already established that you can come into tech even if you have no tech background. All right. There's something called no code tech. Most of them are the courses we actually train about. Business analysis is no code, project management is no code, data analysis is no code. Okay. So we train you on how to leverage AI in order to be relevant in the market of today and even the market of the future. Okay, so life has changed, work has changed, how we do work, how we do life has changed dramatically. All right, so for analytics business, we have an 8 weeks live training. 8 weeks live training. Okay, 8 weeks live training where you get to attend live classes like we're doing right now on Saturdays. All right, so we have weekly mentorship every Thursday, I think I make people understand what this mentorship session is majorly about, because you need to understand that there are certain things that you won't get outside of 10AB, 10 analytics business. All right. So things like CV revamp, we are going to help you review your CV. We're going to train you on how to revamp your CV. We're going to train you on creating your Upwork profile. We're going to train you on how to set up your Upwork profile. Okay. There's also LinkedIn optimization. All of these things are taught during your weekly mentorship sessions. Okay. All of these things are taught during your weekly mentorship sessions. And your mentorship sessions happen once a week. All right. Your mentorship sessions happen once a week, every week, week in, week out. We train you on CV revamping, CV reviewing, Upwork profile setup. That happens for like 2 weeks. Okay. LinkedIn optimization. You set up a LinkedIn account. You come up with posts using AI, and even posts based on what you've learned, the projects you work on, the case studies you worked on in class. Okay. You put yourself out there so much so that when a recruiter is trying to recruit and they are seeing the projects you've worked on, they can easily trust that you can do certain things. All right. And that is why we ensure and establish you in the industry before you can actually go out there. Okay. So we ensure that, this person that has come into the analytics business has a credible, footing, has credibility rather, when it comes to doing what they said they can do. Okay. So we ensure that you don't just get your certification from us, but you also get your portfolio, a very standard portfolio showing projects, all right, that you've worked on. And that thing is the capstone hackathon. All right. So at the end of your training, at the end of your live trainings, you're going to work on a capstone project. At the end of your training, you're going to work on your capstone project. And in that capstone project, you work on a real life project that you can put on your portfolio to showcase your work. Okay. I've already mentioned CV review and revamp, LinkedIn optimization, Upwork profile setup. Okay. Another juicy thing that you don't get outside of the analytics business is that we help you prepare for interviews. We help you prepare for interviews. Okay. So if by any chance you get an interview, you apply for a role, all right, and you're up for an interview, we help you prepare towards that interview. Okay. So we don't just leave you to it. Okay. You tell your facilitator, I got this offer, I have an interview, say blah 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 blah. Okay. We don't just leave you to it. All right. So we can do a mock interview for you where we act like your recruiters. All right. We act like your recruiters. So we ask you questions just like your recruiter will ask. Okay. And now the funny thing is, it doesn't necessarily have to be exactly, maybe you did AI for business analyst with analytics business, and you're applying for the role of AI for, no, you're applying for the role of data analyst. Okay. You don't have to be scared and say, I did business analyst, but I'm applying for data analyst. We used to be able to help me prepare for my interview. You don't have to be scared, because we have professionals on ground, people that have done this for decades. Okay. So we have professionals on ground that can do the interview for you and prepare you ahead of your interview session. All right. So this doesn't just happen when you are doing your program. Even after your program, you can always reach out to your facilitator and tell them that you are preparing for an interview. Okay. So we have mock interview sessions. It's live, just like we are doing now. All right. So we ask you questions like we are actually your recruiters. Okay. Yes, that's very exciting, isn't it? Very exciting, very exciting. Shout out to 10AB. Okay, now Another thing that we give you, all right, is your job reference letter. Okay, so we give you your job reference letter at the end of, when you're applying for a role and you need a reference letter, you can always reach out to your facilitator, reach out to your support team and tell them, oh, I need a reference letter from Analytics business, just to build your credibility, who would give you that for free at no extra charge. All right. Now, another juicy thing Analytics business does for you is on the job support. Now, on the job support is something that our students leverage a lot. Okay, something that our students leverage a lot. All right. So you can be thinking, oh, I have no idea what to do. I have no idea how to work in tech, all those things. So you come into our sessions, all right, you join a cohort, you come into the session, you do everything that is needed to be done, and then you now get a job at the end of the day. Okay, at the end of your cohort, you get a job. Now you don't have to be scared that, oh, I might flop on the job because I don't know a lot of things. All right, so what we do to help students like that is on the job support. So even while you are working with your organization, if you need help, okay, you can reach out to your facilitator and tell them, oh, I'm working on this project at work. I've tried using this tool, that tool. I'm having some issues. How can you help me? Now, your facilitator will not leave you. Your facilitator will help you. Okay? All right. So that's something we do for our students. And so many students leverage this. All right. So even when they have gotten their job, they still reach out to their facilitator for support. Okay. They still reach out to their facilitator for support. Now, another thing that we give is called TSS. We call it TSS. What that means is technical support sessions. Technical support sessions. Okay. Now I've mentioned that we have live classes, all right. But how about if you have questions after working on maybe a case study during your live class and you have questions, you need more clarity and all of that? That's why we came up with technical support sessions. In those technical support sessions, okay, you get to ask questions. It is majorly for question and answer. All right. So the technical support session is majorly for questions and answers. Now it happens every Tuesday. All right. Every Tuesday to the end of your cohort. Every Tuesday to the end of your cohort. Okay. So now your technical support sessions happen on Tuesdays, like I said, from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Now that accommodates you if you work in 9 to 5 already, and you just feel like, oh, by the time I get home, settle down and all of that. It's from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Now, another thing I want you to see, all right, is the alumni community. So even when you're done with your cohorts and all of that, we have an alumni community where we share tips. We also share some job opportunities. So if you've finished your cohort and you're still, you've been applying for jobs and all of that, we still share opportunities to you there, all right, where you can apply for jobs, and then we give you all the support that you might need. Now, the last thing, which is actually the most important, is that we give an ACTD accreditation, all right, an ACTD accreditation. Now, let me show you something very quickly. Now, look at this. If you look at the top right, all right, beside our logo, this is an accreditation from the American Council of Training and Development. Okay, so we don't just do things just anyhow. We are actually accredited by the American Council of Training and Development. Okay, so what that means is that when you take your certificate anywhere in the world, you are recognized. All right, so we are not just giving you a certificate for certificate's sake. I've already mentioned that people would rather look at your portfolio, which would help you build. Okay, interestingly, yes. All right, so it would help you build your portfolio, but we're also giving you a certificate that is very credible, that is accredited by the American Council of Training and Development. It is accredited by the American Council of Training and Development. So we're giving you an internationally recognized certificate. Amazing, 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 amazing. All right, we're giving you an internationally accredited certificate, an internationally recognized certificate. Amazing. All right, so you can see all of these things. These are the things that we're going to be taking you through in our course, whichever course you choose to join. All right, and interestingly, the course starts today. Okay, so now there are some interesting people that have joined the analytics business in the past that I want to show you how they scaled through, okay, and how they eventually got jobs. One of them is Pavel. All right, Pavel is or was a teacher at the time. He's no longer a teacher now. He's an healthcare data analyst. Okay, so Pavel was a teacher. All right, Pavel was a teacher. Please, guys, don't forget to fill the feedback form. Okay, when you fill the feedback form, you get access to my material and the recording and every other resource you might need. Okay, so please, the link is already in the chat. Please fill in the feedback form. Fill in the feedback form. All right. So now Pavel was a teacher back in Cameroon. All right. He was a teacher in Cameroon before moving to the US. Now Pavel joined our data analytics program and landed a job as an healthcare data analyst in the US. Okay, now this is not bluff. You can, when you get these documents, you can click on this here, where you can listen to Pavel, a video where Pavel was speaking about his program and his experience with analytics. All right, so Pavel was a teacher. So if you're a teacher in our midst, I don't think I have any teacher here. But if you're feeling like, oh, I have no idea, I have no background in tech and all of that, look at Pavel. Okay, Pavel completed the Analytics data analytics program. All right, he tailored his CV. That's one thing you need to know. Now, before you look at people's success story, you have to also see what they did. First, he joined and completed his program. All right. 2, he tailored his CV to a data analyst CV. Now, a lot of people get rejections when they apply for jobs because they are not tailoring their CV to fit the role that they are applying for. Okay, some people don't tailor their CVs to fit the roles they are applying for. That's why a lot of people don't get access to the room. Okay, because there's something called ATS. All right. And ATS is an automation that's how will I put it now, that automatically discards certain people when it comes to job application and all of that. It automatically removes them because it feels like you are not fit for the role. Okay, and how does it do that? It automatically goes to your CV. Now, when I say AI is taking over, that's one of the things I mean. Okay, so you have to tailor the CV to fit the role that you're applying for. And this comes under our CV revamp. And let me quickly show you. Okay, that comes under our CV review and revamp. Can you see that? That comes under our CV review and revamp. So we have templates that you can work with when it comes to building your CV. Okay, now he joined all mentorship sessions, got prepared for multiple interviews, got prepped rather for multiple interviews. So what that means is that he reached out to his facilitator and ask them, oh, I'm applying for this role, please help me, I want to prepare better, and all of that. And then he was prepped for multiple interviews. All right, he got multiple job offers. He applied to multiple jobs and focused on building a strong portfolio. Can you see that again? He built a strong portfolio. Even while applying for jobs, he was building his portfolio. So all the projects he worked on in class, he put it into his portfolio, and then it was strong enough that when he applied for the role, you can see it here. He landed an healthcare data analyst role in the US with Arizona Community Physicians, all right, in the US. Now that is Pavel. That is Pavel. There's another person I want you to learn from. This person is Bukola, all right? Bukola needed real-world experience and interview prep, okay? She needed real-world experience and interview prep. So all the case studies we work on in class are actually real-time scenarios, okay? She joined our business analysis training program, and she secured a job as a business analyst and another job as a data business analyst. So there's no limit to these things, guys. Can you see that? There's no limit to the things that you can do when you have a skill that is needed in the world right now. Okay, in 5 years' time, one of the questions I want you to ask yourself is, in 5 years' time, will this thing still be significant? In 10 years' time, will it be significant? In 20 years' time, how can I leverage tech? How can I leverage AI to remain significant in this industry? All right. So now, Bukola tailored her CV to a business analyst CV. She joined all our mentorship sessions and she got prepped for multiple interviews. Okay. So in July 2024, she landed a job as a business analyst, and she got her second job in July 2025. Okay, now she got a job with the US. You can always watch Bukola's video when you get the material. Now, Ene is also someone I want you to pay attention to, guys. Ene is someone I want you to pay attention to, okay? And then landed, you can even see a screenshot, she and a facilitator having a conversation, okay? And then landed a data scientist role with a company in Germany, working remotely from the UK. So she lives in the UK, and lives in the UK, all right? And then she works with a company in Germany remotely, all right? So Ene completed a data science internship with us in December 2024 and landed a job in April 2025. Can you see that? How many months? How many months difference is that? December, January, February, March, April. So that's 5 months after completing our program. Now, the interesting thing is that you'll be wondering that, what's the assurance that I'm going to get a job? What's the assurance that at the end of everything, I will get value for my money? Look at these people. All right, from the examples I've been giving so far, these guys did not have everything figured out. Okay, what they did is to make a decision that this year I already told myself that I'll have more time for myself. This year I already told myself that I want to earn in dollars. This year I already told myself this, I already told myself that. Okay, so they accepted that this is what they've already told themselves, and they took action. All right, they took action. Okay, now this is Judith. Judith worked as a carer while staying in the UK. Now, if you know the job of a carer, that's someone that takes care of maybe old people and all of that. All right, so Judith worked as a carer while studying. So she was probably doing a master's. All right, she was doing a master's at the time, and she was working as a carer. Now, Judith looked at herself and said, oh, this is not exactly what I want from life. All right, I want more out of life. And then she told herself that, yeah, I think I want an upgrade. All right, So after telling herself that, Judith completed, she decided to join our BA program, and then she completed a BA program in March 2024. She completed a BA program in March 2024. Now, look at this. 3 months after, just 3 months after, in July 2024, she landed a BA job in the US. Look at that. From someone that used to be a carer to someone that landed a BA job working remotely. Interesting. So she was still living in the UK. All right. Now she wasn't working as a carer anymore. She was working as a business analyst, still living where she was living, still doing her master's. Okay. Now, of course, she would have been done with her master's because this was some years ago. You can imagine by now she'll be a baller. For those of us that know what ballers are, okay, I mean who ballers are rather. All right, so this is someone that used to be a carer, someone that felt like, no, I want more out of life. All right, someone that decided to make a decision to change our story. All right, so Judith made a decision to change our story. Okay, now there's an opportunity I want to share with you. I don't want you to miss it, guys. I don't want you to miss this opportunity I want to share with you. Now, I need your answers. Are you going to miss it? Are you going to miss this opportunity? Cheslin, are you going to miss this opportunity? Oluwabusola, Basi, let me know in the chat. I have an opportunity I want to share with you based on everything I've told you already. Every Celestine, Aluko, Dayo, Akinsola, Adele. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly. I apologize. Temitope, I have an opportunity for you guys. So I need you to be ready for it. I need you to be ready for it. Looks like I'm going to take my opportunity home because nobody is saying anything. Looks like I'm going to take my opportunity home. So look, should we take it home? Should we take it back? Nobody is saying anything, guys. Nobody is saying anything. I have an opportunity I want to share with you. I've already shown you everything 10 analytics business can do for you. All right. So we have mentorship, we have TSS, we have technical support system, we have, CV revamp, we have LinkedIn optimization. Let me show you again. We have Upwork setup. So train you on how to set up your account on Upwork. Interestingly, you don't even have to finish your program before you can set up your account on Upwork and start making money. Interesting, right? As simple as PRD, product requirement document, as simple as FRD, functional requirement document. People are up there trying to look for someone that can do it for them. Whereas when we train you, you can do it within few minutes using AI. Okay, so now I can see your feedback. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I can see your feedbacks now. All right. So Daya says it's ready. Testing says it's ready. Temitope says she will not miss this opportunity. Amazing. Now let me show you what I have for you. All right. Interestingly, the next cohort starts today. Next cohort starts today. Guys, please don't forget to fill in the feedback form. Sorry. Don't forget to fill in the attendance. All right. Don't forget to fill in the attendance before you forget. Please don't forget to fill in the attendance before you leave today's webinar. Now, there's a cohort currently running. All right. There's a cohort currently running, and I have a juicy offer for you. Now, one of the things that you need to understand about everyone that I've read to you previously is that they did not miss opportunities. They took decisions immediately. And 3 months down the line, 2 months down the line, their lives were better for it. Remember Judith. Remember Pavel. Okay? Judith was a carer. Ene got a remote job for a company in Germany while still living in the UK. Okay? Bukola, same thing, got 2 jobs in a row. All right. Pavel was a teacher and eventually he started working as a healthcare data analyst in the US. Now, all these people, okay, they decided to take opportunities at the right time. They were in the right room at the right time. All right. And they decided to take opportunities. Now, I want you to do the same. A new course starts today, and I want you to grab this opportunity. All right. I want you to grab this opportunity. Do not forget everything you're going to be learning. 8 weeks live classes, weekly mentorship, capstone hackathon, CV review revamp, LinkedIn optimization, Upwork profile setup. We're going to help you prepare for your interviews. Okay, so we're going to have mock interviews with you. We're going to make it look like you are applying for the role and we are your recruiters. Very, very solid. Very, very solid. Okay, so many students attest to the interview preps we take them through. Okay, job reference letter. Yes, we're going to give you a reference letter when you're applying for a job that needs it. All right, on the job support. So even if you have no idea, you applied for the role, you eventually got in, and then they are trying to, put you on to some projects and all of that, we will be there with you. We're going to help you through your journey. Now, there's also something called TSS, Technical Support Sessions, every Wednesday. We have an alumni community, and don't forget that our certification is accredited by the US. Our certification is internationally recognized everywhere. Okay, now the total value of this, the total real value of all of these things are is 980,000 naira. Okay, but of course I already told you that I have something juicy for you. Okay, so you won't be paying 980,000 naira. Okay, what you're going to be paying is 150,000 naira if you want to pay in installments, or 120,000 naira if you want to pay immediately. Now, I already told you that there's a new cohort currently going on. Once you join today, you get access to your LMS. I did not mention LMS, but there's something called an LMS, Learning Management System. All right. So in that LMS, you get access to all videos. All right. Get access to all videos. Now, before you even go into live classes, you already have access to all videos explaining everything you need. What does that mean? You get to position yourself already before you even join live classes. Okay, so now there is a session, there's a course going on right now, all right, that you have to join immediately. There's a session going on right now. There's a course currently ongoing for whichever course you choose that you can join immediately. Okay, now for the 3 times installments, what you need to do is pay 50,000 naira tonight to secure your slot. Guys, I was able to talk to my team. The initial number was 3 people. This offer is only for 3 people, but I was able to talk to them that, I have a couple number of people that might want to benefit from this offer, and that we're able to increase it to 5. So this offer is only available, guys. This offer is only available for 5 people. Only 5 people. Now, the link to make payments to secure your slots, if you are doing the 3 times installment, 50,000 naira tonight, or 120,000 naira one-time payment. 50,000 naira tonight or 120,000 naira full payment. Now, the interesting thing is that the normal price for any course you choose to, for any course you choose to take with us is 250,000 naira. But like I said, I've brought you an offer, a very juicy one that I do not want you to miss. So Temitope, Teslim, Dayo, these are the people that you've already shown interest that you're not going to miss this opportunity. So I'm reminding you again, do not miss this opportunity. Okon, do not miss this opportunity. Basi, goodness. All right. Make sure you do not miss this opportunity. All right, amazing. Temitope says she has paid already. Amazing. Let's give her a hand. Amazing. Well done, Temitope. Let me know the course that you are going for. Let me know the course you are going for. All right. So, like I said, 50,000 naira to take your slot now, and 120,000 naira to pay at once. Okay. Now, these are some of the things you're going to be getting. All right. So some of the things you're going to be getting: 8 weeks class, live classes, mentorship, capstone projects, full employability package, on the job support after graduation. Now, when you make payments, this is my WhatsApp link. This is my WhatsApp number, rather, 08025025525. So when you want to secure a slot, all you need to do is to make payment through the link. The link is already in the chat. All right. The link to make payment to secure your slot is already in the chat. What you need to do is make payment through the link and send me a DM immediately. Send me a DM immediately. Okay? Send me a DM immediately once you make payments. All right. Temitope says she's already in the BA and PM course. Amazing. That's good. Well done, Temitope. Well done. So you see, Temitope is already in. All right. So I want you guys to join Temitope. I want Teslim to join her. I want Dayo to join her. I want Basi, Goodness, Olade, Akinshola, Adele, you guys. All right. So ensure that you do not miss out on this opportunity. Like I said, 50,000 naira to secure a slot tonight, or pay your full payment. I've had students who made full payments, instant payments, and they were good. Okay. So they joined the cohort immediately. All right, Temitope, don't worry, you have access to the LMS. You have access to the LMS very soon, okay? You have access to the LMS very, very soon. All right, so Temitope already knows about our LMS. Now, like I said, I have 5 slots. I was able to beg for 5 slots. The link to take your slot is already in the chat. The link to take your slot is already in the chat. All right, so think about it. Think about it, guys. Think about this. If you don't make a decision today, another 3 months will pass, another 2 months will pass, and it will still be the same story. Because the truth is, subsidy has been lifted, all right? Things are still going to be expensive. Okay, so how do you position yourself for success in the coming years? How do you position yourself? Everything boils down to the kind of investment you can make into your future. All right, it's beyond buying cars, buying houses. One of the biggest investments you can make as a human being is investment in yourself, investment in your mind, investment in how much you can learn. All right, getting access into certain rooms where certain conversations are hard. Okay, so this is something that you would never ever regret. All right, so once you join Tenalytics Business, take any of our courses, either business analysis, project management. Apparently we do them together right now. Okay, HR analytics, data analysis. choose any of them. All right, you will not regret your action. So like I said, I have 5 slots to go. 5 slots to go. Okay, let me go back to the slide where I have my number. My number is here. Let me drop it in the chat also. Okay, so you can always send me a DM on WhatsApp immediately immediately after making payments. Okay, you can send me a DM immediately after making payment so that we can secure your slot. All right, so that we can secure your slot. Okay, so you get access to mentorship program immediately. 2 things: those that secure their slots tonight to get access to the mentorship program, and they also get access to the LMS. They get access to the mentorship program, and they also get access to the LMS. All right, they also get access to the LMS. Ensure you start your journey immediately. Okay, ensure you start your journey immediately. So you have just 5 slots. We have just 5 slots. The link for payment is already in the chat. I'm trying to go through my WhatsApp also to see if there are any messages already. All right, guys. I already got a DM. Okay, so we have 1 slot out. 1 slot out. 1 slot out. Amazing. Amazing. So this person has made 50,000 naira installment in order to 50,000 naira in order to secure his slots. Amazing, amazing, amazing. All right, so I'm waiting for other people. I'm just going to give you another 10 minutes. Okay, another 10 minutes to send your DM. Another 10 minutes to send your DM. Even if you're not ready to make payments immediately, you can send me a DM, all right? So I can book your slots and you can send that same exact amount. I already told you that normally it is normally it is 250,000 naira, okay? But if you're joining tonight, is 120,000 naira one-time payment. All right, Ghana exchange rate. Adele is asking for Ghana exchange rate. Can someone help me attend to that, Tolulope? There's a message in the chat. Adele, what do you mean by Ghana exchange rate? Are you trying to know how much it would be in Ghana in Ghanaian currency? Let me see. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. And let me know the one you are trying to pay for so that I'll know how to convert it for you. Okay? So 1 Ghanaian cedi is 117.95 naira. All right, so I don't know the platform you want to send it through, but we have Ghanaians as students, so we can always help you through that. Okay, so once you click on the link, let me see if I can just show you what I have. Once you click on the link, you can actually choose the currency you're trying to pay in. Okay, you can choose the currency you're trying to pay in. Okay. So let's see. Let me quickly show you. So you select your course. Let's say I want to enroll to this. All right, so now I have to create an account. Let's tell him to create an account. Just give me a minute. I'm trying to also, show you what it looks like. Okay, so when you want to choose your payment plan, I chose BA and PM. All right, so choose your payment plan, select the course you want to join, and then you can see there are different currencies here. Okay, the different currencies. So let's say I want to pay in Ghana cedis. I already selected that. So you can see the amount here, 1,049 Ghana cedis. Let's see. Yes. So for full payments, I hope you can see my screen, guys. Are we together? All right, great. So share my screen because of Adele. Adele, can you see my screen? Okay. Adele, can you see my screen? You know what, Adele, if you have any issues, you can send me a DM, all right? You can send me a message on WhatsApp. All right, great. You can see my screen. Great. So you can as well send me a message on WhatsApp so I can guide you through the process. Okay, so for the full payment, this is the amount in Ghana cedi. But for the instrumental payment, this is the amount in Ghana cedis, okay? So you can always choose your currency here. All right, for Nigerian Naira, same thing. For KES, I don't know what currency this is, So you can always see the currencies that you can choose from, okay? So that's easy, very easy. That way you can, let me try to do that. All right, that way you can make payment. So what you need to do is to click on the first link. You had your mobile number, select your provider, you verify number and all of that. So very easy. We already made the process easy for you. All right, so we have just few minutes left. I think Adele wants to take a slot, so I'm going to give Adele a slot now. All right, so Adele, what you need to do is to make payment. Send me a DM. Okay, send me a DM so that I can track with you. Let me know when you send the DM. All right, let me drop my number again. So I'm going to drop my number again so that you can text me on WhatsApp and we can proceed from there. So we have 3 more slots. 3 more slots. 3 more slots. Okay, we have 3 more slots. 3 more slots. All right. What do you get when you sign up tonight? Get access to mentorship. Where you do CV revamp, LinkedIn optimization. What else is there? CV review and revamp, LinkedIn optimization, Upwork accounts. You create your Upwork account. All those things. You're going to get access to them when you secure your slot tonight. And I also get access to the LMS where you see videos, all the videos that you've been needing for your success in your new chosen career. Okay. Now, this is my WhatsApp number. Every information you need is here. Also, please do not forget to fill the attendance. Don't forget to fill the attendance. All right, so we can we can send you the resources, all the resources you might need for this from this webinar. Okay, all the resources you might need from this webinar. I already showed you that you can move, all right? You can move from being a teacher to being anything, a data analyst, a social media and video creator. Okay, you can move to being an AI automation engineer, all right, software development, web development, vibe coding, BA, business analysis, project management, all right. So you can move. It's just a major investment. It's an investment in yourself, investment in your future. All right. So ensure that you do not miss this opportunity. I'm glad people like Temitope has already taken up this opportunity. Someone like Adele has already taken up, is in the process of taking up this opportunity already. Okay. So this is an investment in yourself, investment in your future. You would be surprised, I'd be amazed at the level of information you're going to be getting and how much you're going to be building by yourselves. How much you're going to be building by yourselves. All right, so I'm going to be ending today's webinar now. Okay, so the link to the attendance is already there. All right, so I'm waiting on people like Teslim, Ebrin Okon, Akinsola. Okay, so I'm waiting on you guys. Waiting on you guys. Tokpa. Hi, good evening. So yes, thank you so much for joining today's webinar. All right, so my WhatsApp number is already in the chat if you need access to me, if you want questions, if you need more clarity. Okay, you can always reach out to me, or you can reach out to any of us, anyone on the team. We'll be very, 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 very happy to help you. Another way we can help you is if you feel the attendance. Okay, so you can book a clarity call with a team member. All right, that the person can guide you if you are confused. Oh, do I do AI automation? Do I do business analysis? Do I do video creation? Which one should I do? Which one should I do? Okay, so if that question keeps coming to you, all right, you want to book a clarity call. The clarity call link is already in the chat. Clarity call link is already in the chat. So if you have questions, reach out, book a call, and they will be available to help. Okay? So thank you so much, everyone, for joining tonight's webinar. I will see you again. I mean, Mercy Alabi. All right? Take care of yourself. Have an amazing night's rest.